So guys, do you know what happens to our soul after we die? And is there life after death? And what are these concepts that we talk about, hell or heaven? I will answer to all these three questions in the video, so stay tuned. Before we get on to the actual content of today's video, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so that every time I have something for you, you get notified immediately, and let's keep in touch. Hey guys, it's Wednesday today, so I have something like an interesting story kind of topic for discussion, and I hope to keep you entertained with these two things. The first one is, what is the proof of life after death? And the second part of it is that, what happens to our soul when we die? So moving on to the first part of it. So it is said that when people die, like our heart stops and you stop breathing, and that's when your brain stops working, and this is the process of death. But then scientifically it is said that there are few parts of our body, that is few cells in our body, which doesn't stop completely working. They go through a slower process to stop, and this is the reason behind why we can get someone alive back within few minutes of their death. But in fact, it usually takes like 2 to 4 hours and then 4 to 24 hours for a process of our body reducing the temperature, decoloration of our skin, limbs and muscles get stiffened, and our human tissues start decomposing. And slowly, our organs get liquefied as bacteria and there are fungus development. And this is the reason behind why a burial of a body or a burning of a body happens within 2 days of the person's death. So the next topic is that, what happens to our soul when we die? Okay, in spiritual world, people who have had this live conversation with the souls or the spirits have reported on the below. It is said that when someone dies, they are never alone. There are visitors who come and greet them, and these visitors are called guardian angels or spirit guides. Actually, they are the one who lead them to the transition stage. Okay. So now, what is a transition stage? A transition stage is when you're provided to choose to either to have a reincarnation, to get back to earth, to live a new life, or to stay there and learn more and know more, or to discuss and decide with these guides to take up afterlife. So afterlife is the meaning of a place called heaven where you stay there. And this is a case of a normal death. And there are 2 more cases that I will discuss. The other case is if a death is occurred due to an unexpected or a sudden or a tragic death. These souls are actually in a state of confusion, and there are a lot of chaos around. They don't know what is happening around, and they're called the lost souls. And as they're not expecting their death, and what is this all happening around, they have come out of their body and they tend to react to what is going on around in frustration. Okay, and people, please be sure that they're not trying to scare you if there are some kind of phenomena happening after the death of such incidents. But then they also don't understand as to why there is no transition, because after death there is transition for sure. And they don't have a light to see, or the place that they live in is kind of dark, and it's completely a blurred vision. But all they're trying to do is they're just trying to get your attention and may have something to communicate to you. And please do not leave the place, but instead you can try to communicate or get in a communication medium and help them understand to cross over such things so that they can meet their spirit guides. Okay, now moving on to the last case, that is a suicidal case. I understand this is a very sensitive topic, but you all have to know this one. So such souls, they tend to leave earth with a lot of anger and regrets, and hence they are put in a place of darkness, like more darkness. They don't know. It's like when you're dark and you just bang around to the walls that are around, it's the same place and the scene with them. But the slowly the pain in their heart that they were carrying when they were alive in earth, it becomes more physical sensation. It becomes more of a pain to their body, and that's why we call the place is called as hell. And now they are put there until they calm down themselves, they realize the truth and come to the terms to what they have committed. So after this stage, they will now be able to communicate to spirit guides so that they have actually calmed down, they are ready to take up the new stage in their life. But not only this one, there are few spirits who tend to stay back on earth and not communicate with the spirit guides. There might be reasons because they are still angry or they don't have the courage to take up a new life whatsoever. But guys, what I want to tell is that life is the answer and not death. So we all have to find our answers in the life that we are living for. Thank you for watching. I hope you all liked the video. If yes, please hit on the thumbs up symbol below and support me. And for more such videos, do not forget to subscribe to Miss Talk. I come up with such interesting topics of discussion on every Saturdays and must know top 10 things, that is T-Cube, on every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, and some interesting stories on every Wednesdays and Sundays. Keep watching. Much love. Take care.